Rich People Problems, an excerpt by Kwan. Bettina Ortiz Jimenez was not accustomed to waiting. A former Miss Venezuela and Miss Universe runner-up, of course the exceedingly bronze Strawberry Blonde was these days the wife of Miami Auto Parts tycoon Herman Ortiz Jimenez, and at every restaurant she chose to grace with her presence. She was always greeted with reverence and whisked to the exact table she desired. Today she wanted the corner table on the terrace at Sip Sip, her favorite lunch spot on Harbor Island. She wanted to sit on one of the comfy orange canvas director's chairs and stare out at the gently lapping turquoise waters while eating her kale Caesar salad. But there was a large noisy group taking up the entire terrace and they didn't seem in much hurry to leave. Bettina fumed as she glared at the tourists happily savoring their lunch in the sun. Look how tacky they were, the women overly tanned, wrinkled and saggy, none of them properly lifted or botoxed. She felt like walking up to their table and hauling out her dermatologist business cards. And the men were even worse, all dressed in all rumpled shirts and shorts, wearing those cheap straw hats sold at the Trinket shop on Dunmore Street. Why did such people have to come here? The 3.5-mile-long paradise with its visiting pinks and beaches was one of the best-kept secrets in the Caribbean, a haven for the very rich filled with quaint little wood houses painted in shades of sherbet, charming boutiques, chic ocean-front mansions turned into inns, and five-star restaurants to rival street bars. Tourists should have to take a stale exam before being allowed to set foot on the island. Feeling that she had been patient long enough, Bettina stormed into the kitchen, the fringe on her croquette boutique kaftan top shaking furiously as she made a beeline for the woman with the shock of pixie cut blonde hair manning the main stove. Julie, honey, what's a delio? I've waited more than 15 minutes for my table. Bettina sighed to the owner of the restaurant. Sorry, Bettina, it's been one of those days. The party of 12 on the terrace showed up first just before you did, Julie replied as she handed off a bowl of spicy conch chili to a waiting server. But the terrace is your prime spot. Why on earth did you let choose tourists take up all that space? Well, that tourist in the red fishing cap is the Duke of Glencorra. His party just boated over from Windermere. That's his royal Husmany Seamoard of the coast. Isn't it the most handsome sailboat you've ever seen? I'm not impressed by big boats, Bettina huffed, although secretly she was rather impressed by people with big titles. From the kitchen window, she surveyed the party assembled on the terrace with blue eyes. These aristocratic types were such a strange breed. Sure, they had their savvy brow suits and their hill-room tiaras, but when they traveled, they looked so painfully grumpy. It was only then that Bettina noticed three tan, well-built men in faded white t-shirts and black Kevlar pants sitting at the adjacent table. The guys weren't eating but sat watchfully sipping glasses of seltzer water. I assume that's the Duke's security detail. They couldn't be more obvious. Don't they know that they were all billionaires here on Brilliant and this isn't how we roll? Bettina thought. Actually, those bodyguards belong to the Duke's special guests. They did the whole sweep of the restaurant before the party arrived. They even searched my walk-in freezer. See the Chinese fellow seated at the end of the table? Bettina squinted through her Durex-day sunglasses at this portly balding 70-something Asian man dressed in a nondescript white short-sleeved golf shirt and gray trousers. Oh, I didn't even notice him. Am I supposed to know who is he? That's Alfred Shang, Julie said in a hushed tone. Bettina giggled. He looks like the Shafir, doesn't he look like that guy that used to drive gay women around the Falcon Crest? Julie, who was trying to focus on searing a cut of tuna to perfection, shook her head at tight